I'm very excited to have my next guest join us. They're a very talented group from the UK who just dropped their debut EP called Crawlers. It is Crawlers.
Woo! Yeah, in the USA.
Indeed. Thank you so much for doing this. It is quite a time discrepancy here, but it does look like you guys are eating breakfast California time.
Sometimes you got to have tofu and rice for breakfast.
I got to start off by saying you are indeed my favorite eyeliner band.
Thank you. None of us are wearing any today.
No, we're all
thank you.
I was about to comment on that, and then here you are, sans eyeliner.
Yeah, I know. It's been a very long week. We've spent the last week in the studio and then going up and down to London, meeting people. So we're all a little bit.
Still haven't had a day off.
Decided to go today.
Yeah. So I do apologise. I'm not in a uniform.
Which is why my voice sounds like this. I've been doing too many funny impressions for the fans.
that none of them asked for, man.
I love the chemistry between you guys, and obviously this has helped to create some great music. If we could take a step back and talk about how you guys got together. Amy, Liv, I understand that you guys were kind of the catalyst, the two that kind of got this going.
So we got together, me and Liv went to high school together, which in America is like about 12 to 16. And then we have sixth form as well, where Holly and Liv met, which is like, I think it's still high school for America. I don't know, could be wrong. So me and Liv went to high school together, started like a little project there, started playing like guitars together and stuff. And then Holly and Liv met when they were about 16, 17 in sixth form. And then since then, we just, we all came together really. As Crawlers, started writing our own music.
You missed out your cover band.
No, Harry, why did you?
I missed that out purposefully, Harry.
That's what the little project costs. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Since Holly and Liv met, we've not really stopped writing music and doing that, and that was about 3-4 years ago now.
When you first started to get together and make music, what was the bond between you two in terms of your musical background and the foundation, common interests that kind of inspired you to actually do this creatively instead of doing covers?
They both.
Yeah, Holly, do you know what? Holly's pretty much summed it up very well. Both of us bonded very much over our love for Kurt Cobain. Yeah, I mean, Amy and I, like, the very first rehearsal that Amy and I had, we were just in my bedroom playing terrible Nirvana covers and messing about. And it just kind of went from there. I mean, while we were in the band that, we had together in high school, we were doing, like, covers all the time, and we tried to write songs, but it just wasn't really working. And then when we got to sixth form, when Hall and I met, it was kind of one of those that, like, Hall had been saying, like, oh, it'd be really cool, like, to do something, and Ames at the same time was also saying, like, oh, it'd be really cool if, like, we did something again. And so it was kind of one of those, like, it just kind of made sense.
Liv was the matchmaker, the Cupid, if you will.
And prior to that, or up until that point, were you classically trained? Were you picking up the guitar just for fun to emulate Kurt Cobain?
Oh God, I mean, emulate is.
I definitely wasn't classically trained.
Yeah, I mean, Ames and I had the same guitar teacher. Holly's classically trained, but Ames and I were just kind of like
pop and rock.
Opera vocals don't really help with the band, to be fair. So.
The trumpet playing does.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but Ames and I were literally just messing around, really. Obviously, like, we had lessons, but together we were just kind of vibes. Yeah.
And you brought up the trumpet, and I certainly wanted to touch on that. I mean, to be that rock trumpet band, or being known as the rock trumpet band around those parts has got to be interesting. Holly, how long have you been playing trumpet, and was that something that you aspired to when you were younger?
It was quite a funny story, actually. So in primary school, I actually have ADHD. So, but it was undiagnosed in primary. So they just thought I was like a bad kid. So they wouldn't let me play a musical instrument. They thought I'd break it. You know, to be fair to them, I do break instruments all the time. So maybe they were right. But I got
both of your trumpets are broke.
Right. I got to high school, which was when I was 11, 12. I think I was 11 this time. And my music teacher, Mrs. Palmer, just said, who wants to learn a music instrument for free? And I went, me, please, me, because I just wanted to learn music. Like, music was everything in my head. She went, okay, you're playing trumpet. And I went, what? So then I learned the trumpet, and I played in orchestras and wind bands and jazz groups, and thought I was very much going to go around that classical path, and then moved on to like musical theatre and stuff. Didn't really, got told I was the worst dancer people had ever seen, which was flattering. So I ended up going to
not wrong.
I ended up going to a pop. No, I am terrible. I ended up going to a pop sixth form when I was 17, after I dropped out of my other one. I met Liv there, and that's when Liv kind of introduced me into like more rock music that my dad, you know, grew me up with. I wasn't really taking notes of because I was too busy with my blooming trumpets.
Come Over Again. It is such a great song. Congratulations on all the attention that you're getting for it. It's clearly resonating with millions of people online, everywhere else. TikTok has helped to give more shine to who you are. Describe the emotions that you're going through as people are reaching out to you and telling you how great the song is, and are using the song as part of their videos.
I think we've always like had a really strong fan base even before the song Come Over came out. You know, we grew like a big platform before that, and so we were lucky that we could kind of not capitalize the wrong word, but use our fans already. We knew they'd love the song, and it was more of a treat for them as well, because it's like a complete different side to our music. And we were just initially just really excited for them to hear it, and obviously we really believed in the song. We, you know, really hoped that it would take off, and it did take a few weeks to kind of grow. So when it came out, it was like, it did well, but it's nothing compared to where it's at now. It's just when people were discovering us, you know, a lot of people then came over to Instagram and saw that we've been a band for a while. And I think that's where we don't get mixed up within this like TikTok kind of artist, because we've been a band for 4 years, and we've been doing the gigs to 3 people a night and that kind of thing. We've been releasing music for a while. So I think, yeah, a lot of people have come over and realized, you know, we do work really hard, and we really believe in our tracks and our band. It's just really great that people are finally on board with us, because for a long time we found it hard to reach people, and TikTok is just another way to reach people.
What was the origin of writing that particular song? Because it's such an earworm. I feel like that's something, because of the fact that you are so talented, could have been done in 15 minutes.
Thank you. It was
pretty much.
Yeah, we were all at Liv's house. We had like a month where we just chilled at Liv's house, because it was COVID, and we just wanted to get band stuff done. Like, it's all that goes on in our heads, honestly. And one time, Liv and Harry were cleaning up, and I was being lazy and playing the guitar, and I came up with a I kept playing it, and I was like, huh. And I brought up some poetry I'd written. Started singing it, obviously getting the melody, and Harry and Liv went, what's that? What are you doing? What are you doing there? What are you doing? And I was like, oh, I don't know, it sounds quite good. So got them to jam it with me, and it was sounding so good. It was so different. It was not something we'd done before. It was very quiet. It was very songwritey. A lot of what I was inspired at by the time, but we could never get that third verse. I couldn't see how the song was going to grow. And then something really horrible happened to Liv. I wound up going upstairs and just being really emotional. I just grabbed it. Can I swear? Emotional. I just grabbed the guitar and I went, let's put it into that third verse. And we grabbed the notes.
Just kind of sat there, didn't we? Like,
is this okay to write? Is this okay to write?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when that third verse happened, which obviously is the bit that went viral, and is the bit that got a lot of people to the song, it's when, you know, we knew the song was going to be great, and we sent it to our manager, who'd been working with us for a few months at this point, and I'd never heard his voice like that. I think he was drunk at the time. He was like, "You guys have got to release it. It's so good. This is the one, you know." We were like, "Okay, we trust you."
Pete, if you knew what a Liverpool accent was, you'd be laughing, I promise.
Congratulations on all the attention that you're getting. I am so stoked to hear more from you. And thanks so much for doing this. I really appreciate it in the middle of your dinner.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Sorry for making it like
We have
7 minutes
language,
ago.
what we sound.